let's talk about the various options available with the Tutor Pad sign-in. Now, first of all, who gets access to the Tutor Pad? I'll log in as an administrator here and then go to Users, Tutors, and anyone that's entered here as a tutor, now your terminology may be different. It could say staff, advisor, however you've set that up, but anyone entered in this table will have tutor access automatically. Okay, so now I'll go back to the sign-in screen and log in with tutor credentials. And when I do so, it automatically will open my Tutor Pad. Okay, now let's talk about these various options that are available in the Tutor Pad, and then I'll show you how to turn them on or off. Okay, now there's two of them I'm going to reserve till a little bit later, and that's the Admin button and the Reports button. Okay, but let's just run through these. Session log, that is the sessions that the tutor has had with the various students. Now I've logged in with tutor Cindy Bright, so I'm seeing only the sessions for myself, Cindy Bright. Now I can add comments to those sessions, enter a session questionnaire if I've set one up, etc. Okay, next one is a class sign-in. So the way that works is the tutor initiates the class sign-in, picks the course. So let's say here comes my anatomy and physiology class. Now the students will sign into that class one by one or swipe their cards. Okay, then the tutor ends the class sign-in. Now you can put a password protect the end class sign-in if you'd like. But now the tutor can determine how long that session was. It automatically defaults to an hour, but I can make it whatever I'd like. So I'll say at 11:02 that session ended. Okay, so now I've completed a class sign-in. The next three, now this one I've got turned off, but these are all appointment viewers, different kind of viewers. So depending on what I click on, I can see my appointments as the tutor Cindy Bright, whom I'm logged in as. This one in particular, I can click and get details on any of the appointments I have for a given day. Okay, change months if I'd like. So each one of these gives you a little bit different view of appointments. Now I'm already logged in, so let's go ahead and log myself out. Okay, so when I first enter the Tutor Pad, if I have not logged in, I'll have a login as staff or login as student. Now the only time you can ever have the same ID entered twice for two records is if the record is a student and a tutor. In that case, the tutor could log in here because they're coming into work, or if they're a student worker, then they could log in as a student because they want to get help in the center. Okay. Next option is schedule. That's for appointment schedules, and you can disable or enable that. But now what I'm able to do is actually edit my own tutoring schedule as the tutor Cindy Bright. Okay, so I'm changing my schedule. Okay, now students in line, I'm going to talk about that. That works in conjunction with AccuBuzz, which I'll also talk about in a moment. But these are the Tutor Pad options. Now let's go see where we turn those on or off. Okay, in Users Setup, I have Student and Tutor Pad options. So I'm going to click on that. Now, the Tutor Pad is the button that shows up on the main screen. I guess I should have shown you that, but you'll see it on the right side next to where you enter the ID. But I don't necessarily even have to show the Tutor Pad button on the main screen. It will automatically open the Tutor Pad when I sign in. Okay, I can make the tutors enter a password to sign in if I'd like to access the Tutor Pad. And then these are all of the various buttons that are available from the Tutor Pad. So let's say I don't do anything with appointments. I could turn that off. I don't want them to log in as a student, since they're only a tutor, let's say, and I don't want them to change their schedule. So when I do that, and let's go ahead and not show the Tutor Pad while we're at it. Okay, back to sign-in screen. Now there's no Tutor Pad button over here, but if I log in as a tutor, then I have the exact buttons that I've allowed the tutor to get access to. Okay, so now these are grayed out, and the tutor can get to the other options. Okay, now let's talk briefly about intake system. And the intake system is, again, is a waiting queue. So the way that would work, a student would sign into the front of, say, the tutoring center and pick a tutor. At that time, the tutor could then go get the student when they're ready to see them, and then they can be notified for the students that are waiting via AccuBuzz. So let's put all that together. Okay, and I'll go to Sign In Setup, Setup. And then I've got something called waiting options. Okay, here's where I turn on the intake system. Okay, so my intake system is on. Now I can't say tutors can see students waiting for other tutors, but we'll leave that alone for now. Okay, intake system is on, so I'm going to log in as a tutor now. And let's for a moment think that we are the tutor and or advisor or whomever, and we're sitting at our desk. Okay, now what we're going to do sitting at our desk is launch AccuBuzz. Okay, now what does AccuBuzz do? That allows one or more tutors to be notified when a student signs in to see them. Okay, so I'll go ahead and pick Cindy Bright myself. I'm sitting at my desk, let's say. And once I've done that, you'll see a little icon. Hopefully you can see that, but a little icon down here, and that's indicating that AccuBuzz is running. Okay. I'm going to exit the tutor pad now and log in as a student. And I'll pick anatomy and physiology, something that Cindy helps with, I believe. And there's Cindy Bright, so I'll pick her, sign in, and now I'm in line. And you'll notice AccuBuzz. Now this would notify whatever tutor was selected. At that time I picked myself, Cindy Bright, from that grid, but multiple tutors could be notified at sign-ins if you'd like. Okay, so now let's say as Cindy Bright the tutor, I've gone to the front of the tutoring center and I've told the student, Lamar, in this case, that I'm ready to see him. I bring him back to my desk, log into my tutor pad, and now I look at students in line. Okay, so this shows all the students that are waiting. Remember I said tutors can see students waiting for other tutors. Well, I would see other ones aside from myself if I had that option selected. But now Lamar's waiting for Cindy. I'm going to sign the student in and help them now. Okay, now the student is in and I'm doing my work with them. And the next time the balloon will go away, AccuBuzz will no longer display that Lamar is waiting to see the tutor. Okay, if multiple students are waiting, it will pop up an alert for every student that's waiting. Okay, now let's talk about admin button and reports button for a second. Okay. Now if I go to my system access groups, I have something here called tutors. Okay, these represent the menu options that are available when the tutor signs into the tutor pad and then clicks the admin button. So you can see I have a lot less options available for my tutor group. And again, anybody that logs in that is in my tutor table here will get those same access permissions when they click the admin button. So now I'm a root administrator. I have access to everything. But now let's log in as a tutor and click the admin button. And now when I look, I have a lot less options available. So I'm seeing exactly which menu options I enabled my tutors access group to get access to. Okay? Same thing with reports access. Back in as a root, and then I'm going to click System Access, Reports Access. Okay, and again I have my tutors access group. So now I'm looking at all of the reports that are available to my tutors when they sign into the tutor pad and then click the reports button from the tutor pad. So now I click reports and I see exactly which reports I've said my tutors can run or not run. Okay, and that's all there is to it. Thank you.